Once upon a time in ancient Japan, there was a young student named Hiro who was eager to learn about Zen. He worked hard, practicing meditation and studying ancient teachings, but he felt that he needed a deeper understanding of Zen. Hiro heard about a wise Zen master named Takeshi who lived on a faraway mountain. Determined to gain guidance and wisdom, Hiro decided to embark on a journey to find the master. After a long and difficult journey through thick forests and steep mountain paths, Hiro finally reached Takeshi's humble home. Takeshi was known for his wisdom, though he spoke very few words. Hiro respectfully bowed before the Zen master and expressed his desire to understand the meaning of Zen. The wise master gazed into Hiro's eyes and remained silent for a while, pondering the sincerity of his request. As Hiro grew more anxious, the master picked up a stone and struck it against the ground. The stone produced a sharp, clear sound that echoed through the mountains. Takeshi then asked Hiro, "Can you hear the sound of the stone?" Hiro, puzzled yet intrigued, replied that he could indeed hear the sound. The Zen master then asked Hiro to listen to the sound of silence. Hiro, determined to grasp the lesson, focused his attention on the silence that followed the sound. Initially, it seemed like an impossible task. His mind was filled with thoughts and distractions, but he persisted, trying to become more aware of the silence between sounds. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Hiro continued to meditate on the sound of silence under the guidance of Master Takeshi. Gradually, Hiro started noticing subtle changes within himself. His mind began to quiet down, and his awareness of the world around him heightened. Hiro discovered that silence was not just the absence of sound, but a profound presence that could reveal hidden truths. One day, while meditating by a river, Hiro became aware of the gentle sound of the water flowing over rocks. He listened intently to the symphony of nature, and in the spaces between the sounds, he heard the sound of silence. It felt as if the entire universe was whispering wisdom to him, and he experienced a deep sense of peace and tranquility. Hiro continued to train with Master Takeshi, learning to embrace the power of silence in every aspect of his life. He found that when he truly listened, the silence would guide him, offering insights and clarity that he couldn't find elsewhere. As years passed, Hiro's reputation as a wise and compassionate teacher spread throughout the land. People from different backgrounds sought his counsel and guidance. He often shared the story of his own journey to enlightenment and the transformative power of silence. One day, a rich merchant named Haruki came to Hiro, seeking help in resolving a dispute between his two sons. The brothers had grown distant and resentful towards each other due to a disagreement over the family business. Hiro invited the merchant and his sons to join him in meditation by the river. As they sat in silence, listening to the flowing water and the gentle rustling of leaves in the wind, a sense of calm settled over them. The brothers, initially hesitant about meditation, gradually relaxed and opened themselves to the experience. After some time, Hiro asked them to share their thoughts and feelings. To their surprise, both brothers discovered that the silence had given them a new perspective on their disagreement. As they listened to each other's words, they realized that their conflict was rooted in misunderstandings and unspoken expectations. The silence had allowed them to see beyond their emotions and hear the truth in each other's hearts. Haruki, witnessing the transformation in his sons, was deeply moved and grateful to Hiro. He asked the wise teacher how he could repay him for his guidance. Hiro simply smiled and said, "Continue to practice the power of silence and share this gift with others." The merchant and his sons returned to their village, forever changed by their encounter with Hiro and the power of silence. They learned to cultivate a deeper understanding of themselves and others, and their relationships flourished as a result. As for Hiro, he continued to teach and guide countless seekers on their path to spiritual enlightenment. He never tired of sharing the transformative power of silence and the profound wisdom it could reveal. Years later, as Hiro lay on his deathbed, his students gathered around him, seeking one final lesson from their beloved teacher. With a weak yet peaceful smile, Hiro whispered, "Listen to the sound of silence, and you will hear the wisdom of the universe." And with that, the great teacher closed his eyes and took his last breath, leaving behind a legacy of wisdom and compassion that would inspire generations to come. If we observe our own lives closely, we will discover that true wisdom often lies in silence. In the story of Hiro, the young disciple who sought the guidance of a wise Zen master, we learn that silence has the power to transform and enlighten us. Through Hiro's journey, we understand that silence is not merely the absence of noise, but a profound presence that can reveal hidden truths. By embracing moments of silence and stillness, we allow our minds to quiet down and become more aware of the world around us. In this state, we can listen deeply to ourselves and others, gaining a clearer understanding of our thoughts, emotions, and the true intentions of those around us. Silence enables us to perceive beyond surface-level conflicts and discover the deeper meanings and connections that lie beneath. Moreover, when we cultivate the practice of silence, we open ourselves to the wisdom of the universe. We become attuned to the subtle messages that nature and life whisper to us. Through silence, we gain insights, clarity, and a profound sense of peace and tranquility. Therefore, the moral of this story is that by embracing silence and listening attentively, we can unlock the wisdom that resides within us and in the world around us.